Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, congratulations on your first round victory in the playoffs, a 42-9 victory over a unique Manchester Blue Devil team.
Yeah, I'd say unique's a good word, I guess you'd say. But, you know, it was a very interesting night, obviously, to be tied at halftime and, you know, figuring things out at halftime and played a lot better the second half. But, you know, this time of year it's about surviving in advance. But I think the first half may help us in the playoffs. You know, we can't come into the game and not focused, not mentally ready. And that was our fault as coaches not having them ready. But, you know, it was a good win, and we'll move on to round two.
Todd Halbert and I were talking. One of the things that we were quite confident of going in at halftime was the adjustments that you all would make. We were quite confident that the second half would be better. The black shirt defense of Coach Hobb the Elder was outstanding the entire game, and then the jacket gun offense of Coach Mike Davis was really good the second half. I believe in the second half you scored on 3 of your first 4 possessions. You had 8 possessions in the second half, 5 touchdowns, a field goal, 1 punt, and you ran the clock out with 45 seconds left.
Yeah, I thought we made some good adjustments at halftimes. What a defense that we saw from them. We knew it would be different, but not that different. And you know, they, stand-up defense, and not one kid got in a stance all night long, and they were coming from everywhere and caused us some problems. And you know, we should have had a couple of things that we didn't have in that would take care of that, but. You know, our answer to that was screen them, and that's what we did. They didn't have an answer for the screens, and we did a good job running our screens in the second half.
I met up with you on the field, excuse me. I met up with you on the field after the game, and I said, good golly, I remember that Coosa team from several years ago, and all you could say was, I told you so, I told you so.
Yep, it was quite different. You know, we had seen about 3 or 4 different defenses, but not that one. So that was probably the 6th different defense we've seen from them, and it was really tough to prepare for Manchester, even offensively. Offensively, they didn't do what they had done the last 2 games. The last 2 games, they were in I formation, running toss sweep and power and, running some option game out of I. But, you know, they come out and split back veer, which they had run most of the season, but we based everything on the last 2 games. And so we didn't prepare very well for their offense either, but we took a series to show them on the sideline what we were doing, and our defense played extremely well, especially against the run.
Yes.
They played there. People are not going to run the ball. Very successful on our defense right now, and they're playing extremely well.
Coach, if they were still running plays over there at Phil Reeve Stadium right now, I don't think they'd score. Our defense completely dominated.
Yes, they did.
You know, every coach sits around, you, me, whenever we do, and we watch other games and we think, hey, that would be a really good play. Mm-hmm. Let's try that play. Yeah. I think Coach, Tanner Glisson and his defensive coordinator, I think they had a vision, and they came up with this defense. I mean, I've seen remnants of it, partial parts of it in college games. Yep. I've never seen an entire game done that way.
No, I hadn't either. And, they told some of our coaches after the game that they had to try something crazy and because they couldn't stay on the field with us with what they were doing. So they gambled, and it paid off the first half, but not the second half.
Exactly. It did not pay off in the second half at all. It was a wet night. It finally quit raining somewhere around 6:40. I thought we were going to have to play in the rain. You and I were racking our brain to try to remember the last time we played in the rain. Fortunately, it quit. Field obviously held up great, and the Jackets controlled a wet field very, very well. Obviously, the ball boys did a good job because we threw the ball well.
Yes, it's nice to have the turf. I'll
yes.
tell you that. If we hadn't had turf, it'd have been a whole lot different ball
yes.
game. And I was glad the rain stopped. And rain really came out from nowhere, and really wasn't anticipating it raining like that. But I thought we handled the wet weather very well.
Handled the wet weather really well. First round victory. We move on to the Sweet 16. They handled the Manchester Blue Devils really well. We're going to come back and take a look at the first half highlights. First, we're going to hear from our supporters. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out how you can become a certified nursing assistant. Visit cnanursing.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program. and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about advanced nursing courses. Visit cnanursing.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, as we mentioned, it was a rainy night in Georgia. Fortunately, the rain quit before the game began. Weather-wise, temperature-wise, it was pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I looked at the weather, wanting to know the temperature, and it said it was just going to be just below 50, and I think that's what it was all night. But it was a great night for football, and as you said, luckily the rain stopped.
And like you said, the rain did stop, and the captains for tonight's game are?
We got Tanner McCormick, Chandler Curtis, Nathan Walraven, and Fields Chapman.
In our gold hats, black jerseys, and gold breeches. I like this uniform. We won the coin toss and deferred, even though the referee says something else.
Well, I'm glad Fields is on top of this game, because they came and got the captains before I could talk to them, and I'm glad Fields remembered what we like to do, because I think we did win the toss and deferred. Yeah, it was kind of confused. Did he say we received?
Yeah, he says we received.
Oh,
I announced that on the radio, and I told Todd, I said, well, this is the second time this year we won the coin toss and received, which is not what we did. As the Yellow Jacket team comes through the band, and we're lined up in our I formation, and Brandon's going to get ready to do the kicking. Good kicking again. Only one kickoff, probably not in the spot that you wanted, but outside of that, everything was excellent.
Yeah, he kicked the ball well. He missed one kickoff and obviously missed a field goal, but other than that, he was good. Good job by our kickoff team there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, who was down there on that first hit? Was that Bryson Bushon?
Bushon, yep.
My goodness, that's better than a touchback, Coach.
Yeah, we made a change on our kickoff team this week to get some people some rest, and Bryson has really showed us that he's got great speed and not afraid to hit, and he gets down the field very well.
The black shirt defense hitting right away. Now they do get a good gain of about 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5, but right away we're establishing whose field this is by smacking them around. As you said, the black shirt defense played well. They just run a dive play here. The ball comes loose, they hop on it, but this is the beginning of what you're going to see for most of the game.
Yeah, this split back veer offense, if you don't work on it, it's tough to defend. And I thought we did a good job adjusting. We showed them a little bit of split back veer, but mostly good job on pass coverage by Tristan, I believe it was.
Yeah, and it's going to set up a punt, and their kicking game is not the strongest part of this team's game.
No, it was, we knew coming in it was kind of shaky, and that was a line drive punt there. We actually got lucky it didn't hit one of us.
Yeah, we had 2 guys under bullet, and it went in between them, and when that punt happened live, I'm thinking, oh, don't roll into us. They're going to get us for an illegal procedure, I think, here in the beginning. The crew didn't throw a whole lot of flags. It might have been, well, they're from Gwinnett County. I thought they came here to do the game. They love Gordon County. I thought they were going to stay forever because they were the slowest moving crew
They
I've
were,
seen.
I agree.
It took them forever to set plays. Nice play off the left side following the Dane Clark 5. Jack to 4, Truett Moss and Katrova do, and we get a big gain and a first down, Coach.
That was a good job there on our counter play and throw the screen out here. And we got a big play. If Titus just stays up the hash there, he scores. We need to work on that. We didn't adjust very well to some of the things they were doing.
3 receivers up top. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage.
If you look at their defense, really, they got the ability to bring 7 people right there. They got 7 people in the box, and you don't know where they're going or what they're doing, and it causes some confusion early.
They get a big sack, take us back to the 40-yard line. And yeah, because this is a team that played a 4-3, this is one of 2 or 3 times all night you'll see their defensive linemen with their hands in the dirt, and Fields' nice read.
Yep. Well, that was the defense where they had 3 men down and everybody else was like 20 yards off the ball or 15 yards off the ball.
You're right. Here they come again. with this kamikaze defense, as Todd called it. We get a little bit of a push on the right-hand side down to their 25-yard line where it's going to bring up third down.
We run the power there, 4th and about 3, and we came up about a foot short, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. It was 4th down on that particular play. And yeah, I wasn't real happy with the markings that this crew did either. I thought they were real beneficial a lot of times, and then that one was a little slight. We stop them right there at the line of scrimmage, and their backs are quick. They can bounce it.
Yeah, they were tough backs. They ran hard,
Yes.
and looked like they were strong kids. And I was real impressed with the way their kids played. You know, there wasn't much going on, and I thought they played a good, clean game.
I thought, yes, we remarked about that on the radio. A nice little screen out here on the right-hand side. The sportsmanship was good.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver to the left. They run this double tights, the split back veer with the quarterback under center all night long. Just give it to the running back over right guard. The ball comes loose, and we say we've got it. And there was some. Obviously, they were able to get the ball back from our defensive guy.
Yeah, it looked like that we were both had possession of it, and I guess the tie goes to the offense.
Top edge. I was surprised this young man was a center with that big cast on his right arm.
Yeah, he's a good football player.
He is a good football player. Their assistant coaches told me before the game he was kind of the heartbeat of this team. Illegal procedure against the Blue Devils will back him up. They were real tickled to have him back. They'd lost him since the 3rd game of the season. Double tights, wide receiver up top. That receiver up top, number 11, Addy, is a pretty good ball player.
Good break there by Chandler.
He was thinking pick. And the nice thing I like about that, he was still able to make the tackle. Strong enough to reach back and bring him down. Brings up 3rd and long.
They needed to give up on that play. The trap option wasn't going to work. Our defense worked very hard on that part. We showed a good bit of trap option to them this week.
Do you think opposing teams are surprised at your team speed?
Probably so. I don't know what they were doing right here. I couldn't figure out what they were doing. I don't know if they were trying to fake it or.
It's a poor punt, and I'm just thinking with some of the things that they're bound to be doing, that was designed to try to draw us off sides. But
That was a good job by Chandler catching that punt, because it was very, very high, and it was about 10 to 15 yards.
it wasn't much. It was 15-yarder. And I thought with the way they lined up defensively, that we just had a little bit nervous feet in the first half. Everybody. You know, I'm not talking about the quarterback. I'm talking about the lineman. And it was tough to figure out, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Nice running play to the right-hand side, 3 receivers up top. Come with the blitz, and there's a nice screen. Chandler's got it, fakes right, comes back over to the left, and that's a big productive play. We're down near their 20-yard line.
That's nice execution there, and that's what we should have been running all night long, and we finally get to it in the second half.
They're trying to get people on and off the field. It's 1st and 10 from their 22. We got 2 receivers left and right. Alex to the left of shotgun Fields. Here they come. We do get it outside, and that shows Alex's quickness and speed, but this is the type of team you need to gash him, don't you?
Yep, need to go straight at him.
Yep.
I didn't realize until I'm watching this film, they're about 3 or 4 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah. Cole Jackson to the right-hand side, following the right-hand side of the Dane Clark 5. Matt Landry and Nathan Walraven. Roll to the left-hand side. We're looking to the end zone, just a little bit over his head. Decent coverage.
Yeah, it was good coverage. We got to help ourselves out and get our alignment in a little bit by Andrew to give us more room to work.
Line up for a 37-yard field goal, and it stays to the right-hand side. It's no good, so the score remains 0-0.
Yeah, Brandon probably would like to have that one back.
I'm sure he
He
would.
just mishit it, but he's had a great year. Maybe an only 2nd or 3rd field goal he's missed all year, probably.
Second one, just only 2. They run the option, and they've got no place to go, Coach. This black shirt defense is all over them. Quarter comes to a close, we're going to switch ends.
I think they did a good job running the clock on us. You know, they were milking that thing down to about 2 or 3 seconds every time, and I think that was their game plan.
Yes, nice coverage downfield, good pressure up front. You can see the coaches, they just stand there with the player that's bringing the play in on the sidelines. and they just stand there and they look at the clock, and then they send the play in.
That was a good call by that ref there, intentional grounding. There wasn't anybody over there he was throwing to. He was just been watching too much college football.
Yes, he has been. That backs him up. It's a loss of down as well as the 5-yard penalty from the spot of the errant throw. And once again, we're just smacking him around. That's Dustin Harris, that's Austin Bennett. And Mr. Bennett had a good game, didn't he?
Yeah, Austin he continues to play well. He's come a million miles since last year, and for him to start at Mike linebacker and then playing as well as he does says a lot about his work habits, because he's worked extremely hard.
Well, the previous punt went 15 yards. This one goes 20 yards, and we're going to take over deep in air territory at their 31-yard line. Running backs either side of the quarterback, we freeze them at the line of scrimmage. And look at the guy standing up along the line of scrimmage. It looks like a fence row. They call us for illegal procedure, backs us up 5, so it'll be first down from the 36, 1st and 15. And once again, they're going to bring some pressure.
And we got sacked there.
We did get sacked on that back to the 44-yard line. The handoff to Alex, nice run, following Kotrova dude, and then he kicks it out to the left-hand side, and he's down inside the 10-yard line. That's a good run, Coach.
Yes, it was. And great execution on the stretch play there, and we had a block in the back, which probably was a good call.
Yes, and that backs us up. They're going to spot the ball from where the flag was thrown. It's going to be second down from the 30-yard line. So here we go again. Going to run the play to the right. Got Dustin Harris out there to lead block. Got a little bit of a seam, and then we just lose the ball. And that fumble is going to go to Manchester, and they're going to take over as they repel the Yellow Jackets one more time. And right now, a 0-0 ball game. Probably some antsy people in the stands, huh?
Yeah.
1st and 10. They run the option to the right-hand side, and the turf reaches up and grabs him, the turf monsters.
Well, it's disappointing, because we've had tremendous field position the whole first half, and we don't have a point yet. That's what's frustrating.
A little dive play on the left-hand side over left guard. As you said, the running backs run hard. They stay on their feet, and they keep pushing for that extra yard, but that black shirt defense is starting to hit them, Coach. Double tights. Only one running back out there, as they have 2 receivers to the left. Quarterback thinks about throwing. I'm watching this play. This is a design sweep.
Well, I don't know what they were doing there. I think he thought he heard a whistle, and he kind of hesitated. And I think the referees came over and thought there was a whistle in the stands.
Yeah, we finally got an explanation on that. They take a timeout. I thought maybe they were talking about our band playing, but they weren't at the line of scrimmage, and geez Louise. So anyway, we got things settled down. After the timeout, here comes Manchester with their double tights. Split backfield, give it to the running back. He's got no place to go, Coach.
Yeah, it was 4th and about a yard maybe. I think they got a good spot there and got a first down on us.
Yeah, you weren't real happy with that spot on the side.
Well, I wasn't happy with the late whistle, and Manchester's lines down, and they stood up, and once their hands on the ground, they're not supposed to be able to pick it up.
Right. They run an option to the right-hand side. It's tackled for a loss back at the 36-yard line. Going to be second down. A little screen out here on the left-hand side. Breaks one tackle, but then Will Conley's there to back up Chandler Curtis and brings him down at about the 40. We spot the ball at the 41. Some of those spots were pretty generous in my estimation. 3-step drop out here, a little down and out on the right. Good coverage.
Play by Andrew Haynes. There was 3rd and about 8 or 7, and he held them to, 5 yards, so makes it 4th and long 2. I can't remember what happens here.
Well, they're going to try to draw us off sides. And then I think they take another timeout. And they burn 3 timeouts pretty quick right here. So it's going to be 4th and 2, and they're going to talk it over. They're going to end up punting.
I got you.
We don't have anybody back.
Well, this is the one we messed up and didn't have anybody back. We were just going to play defense, and obviously he hits his best punt of the night.
You have 42-yarder, and we're used to seeing this all season. They shank these short punts, and then they roll forever. We've got it 1st and 10 at our 14. We're going to put together a nice drive here, Coach. 4:24 left in the first half. It's still a 0-0 ball game.
This is the worst field position we've had all night, and I think this is when we get our first points.
Yes, it is. We put together a nice drive. Nice running play. Cole Jackson off the left-hand side behind Jack DeFore and Truett Moss. Get it out to about the 21-yard line.
That's good blocking up front.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Got a tunnel screen out here on the left, and we had a little seam there.
Yeah, it's all about execution. If we catch that ball and make a good throw, we're going to get a big gainer.
Fields rolls to the right and does the smart thing. Pulls it down and then just runs over people.
Good
Go
job
number
by-
8.
Good job by Fields getting the first down. It was 3rd and about 3. He knew the situation.
1st and 10 for the Jackets from their own 28-yard line. Here's the
There's the
screen.
screen we're looking for.
Nice blocking, and off to the races he goes. And with nice pursuit angle is number 8, or number 2, their quarterback free safety, and he is able to bring Chandler down at the 15.
Get it down to the 15-yard line, run the stretch play, and good running by Cole there. Good blocking on the pride. I think they call a penalty on this play.
That was 1st and 10 from the 15. Now just a 1-yard gain is going to be 2nd and 9. Fields rolls to the right-hand side. Just overshot the man just a little bit.
Yeah, Fields would like to have that one back. You know, we got to make that throw. That's an easy little out route.
Bring up 3rd and 9. We freeze them. Two receivers, 3 receivers down to the bottom.
Throw the screen. We got a big play, right? Probably got a touchdown, and Alex drops the ball.
Yeah, because when he catches it, you know he's going to see it's open up the middle.
Yep.
So we line up for the field goal. It's going to be a 36-yard field goal from the left hash. Snaps down, the kick is up, and Mr. Blaylock gets his 9th field goal of the year, and we lead 3-0. Finally, points on the board.
Good execution there by our field goal team. Good snap by Drew, and good hold by Thomas. And obviously a good kick.
He kicked it towards third base. Brandon, toe to leather, kicks this one down to the middle of the field, and this kid gets a little momentum, and he's going to get it all the way out to their 43-yard line, about a 41-yard return.
Good tackle by Brandon, but we got to get the ball in the right spot, and he knows that.
And he does every other kick the whole night. They put together their best offensive drive of the night right here.
Yeah, they do. They actually get down the field and get a field goal off this drive, I think.
Yes, 2:41 left. They start off with the black shirt defense just swarming all over them. That is Hayden Crabtree just picking a ragdoll up and tossing it to the ground. Loss of 1 will be 2nd and 11. Double tights. 2 receivers out here. They run a little screen. Number 4's got it. Nice leg drive by the running backs. Get it to our 49.
Number 4 is a strong kid.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he is a senior also. Little dive play on the right-hand side, keeps his balance, gets down to our 45-yard line. This is the only time all night they had any offensive momentum. Outside of late in the game run. Long pass. Bang it again on the right-hand side, so if it worked once, they're going to go back to it and try it again. They get it down to our 40.5-yard line.
Getting a few yards of pop here on us.
It's 2nd down. I'm going to do a little down and out here to the right. Well, I guess it was supposed to be a down and out. Maybe it was supposed to be a stop and go. It's going to be a first down.
Whatever, it's a complete pass.
Yes, it is. At our 32-yard line. Split backfield. Good coverage out there.
Good coverage by Andrew Haynes there. They used all their timeouts, so they don't have
Yes.
any timeouts here. And I'm screaming to our defense that I should have called timeout myself, that they have to throw the ball, so they don't have any timeouts left.
And they got to throw it to the sideline.
Yep, this is not very good coverage by our secondary.
Yeah, I wasn't real sure when that happened live if he got his feet down. I see there that he did get that 1 foot down.
Yeah, it was close.
It was close. And you could see the referee studying. 1st and goal to 7. There's 34 seconds left in the first half. Got a legal procedure, or a delay of game against him, I believe.
Yes.
Backs him up to the 12. It'll be 1st and goal from the 12. Quarterback rolls to the right. We got big pressure on him. And this kid scrambles real well on this. And thank goodness the turf gremlins came up and got him right there and slowed him down. So he gets it down to the 2 after the scramble, 10-yard gain. It's 2nd and goal, and as you said, no timeouts. They're going to just down the ball, but they called an illegal procedure against him.
Yeah, I don't know if they were moving or what. I couldn't
really see anybody moving then. Yeah, they called illegal procedure against him. It stops the clock, backs him up to the 7. It's going to be 3rd down. So they decide just go ahead and kick it.
Which was surprising. You know, we hadn't seen them kick a field goal all well, not all year, but in the games we have.
Well, there's 4 seconds left, and I saw them in pregame, and I didn't think they could do this, but they did. They tied up. I'll tell you what, their pregame warm-up on kicking and punting, and it was not a pretty sight, Coach. So anyway, we go into halftime, 3-3, and this is one time of the year I get to talk to you about adjustments.
Yeah. Well, you know, we talked. First of all, we had to get their minds right. You know, we had a little powwow session in the beginning, and defensively, I wasn't concerned except for that last drive there. We got a break on the ball when the ball was in the air. But offensively, you know, we had great field position. We got 3 points, so we had to figure out what we needed to do, and we talked as a staff and came up with a good plan. So I thought our halftime adjustments was very good last night.
Was there any anxiety with the jacket gun offense over not scoring with all the good field position? I mean, what were you reading the kids' attitude at that time?
Well, they weren't happy either, and they were really concerned about what was going on. And you know, even though we only scored 3 points, you go back and look at that film, it's all about execution. You know, we drop a pass, we overthrow a pass, we drop a screen, or we don't execute the screen properly, and you know, a lot of things we didn't do very well. We missed a field goal, and execution wasn't there the first half.
So a lot of it wasn't necessarily what they were doing. We just have to do what we do a little bit better.
Well, it was. You know, with that defense, you know, we had some concerns about pass protection because we didn't know where they were coming from. They had the ability to bring 8, and we only got 6 blocking, or 7, bringing 7. So we were having some issues there, and we knew we had to get the ball off quick because they were playing man-to-man coverage, and so we made some adjustments about getting the ball off quick, running certain plays where we're gap blocking instead of zone blocking. So I think it really helped us the second half.
And I think the halftime was a time for everybody to just kind of slow down, take a breath, and then refocus, like you said. And you obviously did some coaching up, and as you said, got their altitude flying at the right level.
Yeah, we were a lot better mentally second half, obviously.
Okay. Folks, don't go anywhere. Just sit back and relax. You're about to watch the best doggone band in the land, the pride of the Northland, the Calhoun Yellow Jacket Marching Band, 270 strong, led by Michael Clark, assisted by Larry Brown, and led on the field by senior Hannah Knight in her 2nd year as drum major. They will be performing Spirit of the Bull, Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire. A good drum solo follows that, then Johnny Be Good, and they'll end with Your Song by Elton John. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about training in phlebotomy. Visit cnanursing.school.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out how you can become a certified nursing assistant. Visit cnanursing.school.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, Todd and I were talking on the radio. You've trained me. The most important drive of any ball game is the first drive of the second half. And I'm going to say that probably the first 4 drives of this third quarter were the most important drives of this season so far. You really dominated things after the first drive with your offense in the third quarter.
Yeah, the first drive wasn't very good, obviously, but after that, we moved the ball at will, which is obviously what we wanted to do in the first of the game.
Yeah, the rest of them were just dynamite. They kick off, and I expected in pregame practice to see squib kicks all the time. We picked this up at about the 14-yard line, and up the field he comes and out to the right-hand side and almost broke it. That's Chandler Curtis.
Yeah, I was surprised they kicked it deep to those guys, too.
Yeah, I saw him do a lot of semi-pooch kicks in warm-ups. Come out of the pistol set. Nice blocking on the right-hand side by the Dane Clark 5. We get it up to the 41-yard line. 41 and a half, 2 or 3 yard gain. Almost 42. Line up with 2 receivers right, 2 left up top. That is Alex to the left of shotgun Fields. We run a little trap to the right-hand side, and they read that one fairly well.
Yeah, what they're doing is reading our blockers, and then they come in behind our blockers is what they're doing.
And they're quick enough to come in behind.
We got a little screen. We got a big play here, and Alex falls down.
Coming out to run it, and Truett Moss is going to maybe bat it off Alex and then get his second TD of the year.
Yep.
He's going to pick up a reception. We're going to line up and punt. And as we said, not the best way to open the third quarter, but you got a lot of faith in that black shirt defense. Nice hang time on this punt down to their 25. We got them 75 yards away, 33-yard punt with no return. 10:32 left in the third quarter. Split backfield, double tights. Give to the running back right guard. He spins out of the first hit, gets good positive yards, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. You're feeling really good about them not being able to score on you.
Yeah, I'm real pleased with the way the defense is playing, and once they got adjusted to this split back veer stuff, and because that it's responsibility football. You got to be responsible for your gap, and you got to be the pitch player, you got to be the quarterback player. So it's assignment defense that you gets this stuff, and I thought we did a good job.
This is good defense by Thomas to reach up in there. Thomas Lester, and just rakes the ball away from the receiver, and that's a pretty good receiver he's going to
Yes, he is. He's a good player, and we got to play the ball a little better than that. But that was a good play by Thomas, forcing to punt the football.
That rugby-style kick. And there, Chandler's wanting to run this ball.
Yeah, he wanted to run that one after he fair caught that one.
Well, there was another one earlier in the game, but at least we got the ball. Nice tunnel screen on the right-hand side. He's off to the races. Chandler Curtis is down at the 30, and he's going to take it to the house for his 9th touchdown reception of the season. 61-yarder. Didn't take long to score, Coach.
No, it's all about execution. We had opportunity to execute that play twice in the first half of big plays and didn't get it done, but we did there.
Tight extra point formation. Snap by Drew, hold by Thomas. It's on the way to third base, and just like that, we're up 10-3. Now we're starting to breathe a little bit better because I'm seeing on the field a much more relaxed jacket gun offense.
Well, once we got ahead or got the lead, I think we relaxed a little bit and started playing.
With the whistle, toe meets leather and bends this one down to the left number, right where you want it at the 10, Coach. At the 10, on the 10, and there's that deep. There's that kick.
There's what we're looking for. Great coverage by our kickoff team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 or 10 gold hats, Coach.
We got a good bit of young kids on that. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of them, but they've showed us that they're willing to go down the field and hit. So there's the only play they get out on us.
That's the kind of play that this split and veer back offense wants to run. Like you said, the only one that got all night. I thought we did a great job of adjusting to a different formation from the get-go. Look, it's swallowing them up. Dustin Harris playing tackle the steer. A lot of jackets hitting these ball carriers. And this wears on a team after a while, Coach, when they get hit that much. Oh, look at Austin Bird shift down in and go in and give a hit, and then the rest of those jackets clean up.
Good defense there by our front three.
Is there a better front three we've seen?
No.
No.
Don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I think this was a broken play. I think he was expecting the other running back to go the other way and run that.
Yeah, may have.
They don't get anything out of it. They're out to the 35-yard line. Line up in punt formation. Does that rugby-style punt, and we're going to field this and come up the field from the 30-yard line. Tries to break that one tackle. Number 15 did a good job of holding on. We get about a 6-7 yard return. This is the only time we had any yeah in the game.
Well, I thought the referees were late on the whistle, the reason all that happened. They should have blown the whistle quick on that play, I thought. 3
receivers up top. We're setting up a screen to the right-hand side. We find Mr. Jackson, and down the sideline he goes. Oh, that was a good stiff arm. He stepped out of bounds, but he was fixing to go to the house.
That was good execution on the slow screen there.
Roll to the left-hand side. This Michael Stacy out in the flat.
Yep, good job by Mike. Good read by Fields. Get about 12 yards. Now we're executing what we want to execute. And the stand-up defense, we feel like we got it under control a little bit. And there's a little screen. And
with Titus down inside the 5, it's going to be 1st and goal. That was a good run, good yak by both Titus on that play and Michael on the previous play. Go to 1st and goal. We're in our heavy set sumo. To the right. Give it to Cole. He jumps up there in the second effort, gets him into the end zone.
Good execution by our offense on that drive. We're scoring about 4 or 5 plays, which was a lot better. Good run by Cole, getting it in the end zone.
He punched it in. That's his 8th rushing touchdown. He's going to end up with 9 before this game's over for the season. Snap's good. The ball's down, and it's over the small concession stand, and the Jackets are on top, 17-3 with 4:41 left in the 3rd quarter. I don't know about you, but I'm breathing easier now.
Yeah, it is a lot easier breathing on the sideline. I can promise you that.
Yeah, and the fans are really enjoying it. The fans were loud. Nice kick. They fumbles it at the 5, picks it up. those little circle route, and then he's going to get smacked around again, Coach. Better than a touchback.
Yeah, you know, I warned the kids all week about a 4 seed beating a 1 seed, and you know, I knew it was going to happen across the state somewhere, and I didn't want it to be us. And lo and behold, we had I think Dalton got beat. They were number 1 seed, got beat by a 4 seed. And there were a couple of more. I think they were really, really close games. Cartersville had to come up from behind to win, and they were a 1 seed. So it can happen.
Yes, it can. Austin Bennett just closed on that, Coach. He came out of nowhere, held that to a short gain. There he is, helping finish up on that tackle, too. Number 5, Bam Bam, had a good game. Wide receiver to the right, actually 2 to the right. They run a little screen out here. We're all over this right away.
Much better there. We're playing with a little different intensity the second half.
You know, you got Tristan Fuller out there helping. The penalty was declined because we got him for a big loss. You had an interior defensive lineman out there helping make that tackle on the wide side of the field. They line up to punt one more time. Puts his foot to the ball, low kick. We were playing short. Chandler's got it. Up the field he comes. And, Coach, we take the ball back to within 1 yard of where their line of scrimmage was. Since early in the game, we declined that penalty also, illegal substitution. Since early in the game when Chandler Fair caught that one, he's been anxious to return everything.
Yeah, he's a very good punt returner. We run our sprint out game here, and good job by Fields throwing it. Great catch by Logan on 1 yard line.
It's going to be 1st and goal for the Jackets. Logan goes down low, and he gets low throws well.
Yep.
Line up in the pistol. Nobody touches Cole Jackson. I mean, nobody. Todd and I were kidding it. We probably could have gotten to the 1 yard line before somebody touched us.
That's I like those kind of touchdowns.
That was a good bounce by Cole Jackson, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. He has scored on the Jackets' last 2 possessions. Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding, Brandon Booten. Over the concession stand, we lead, 24-3.
Now we're breathing really good.
We're feeling relaxed now. Yeah, things are going well. There's 2:13 left in the 3rd quarter. We're up 24-3. Out of the I formation, toe meets leather.
Again, we got it inside the hash like we're supposed to, and good coverage there by Bryson Bushong, Jairo Wilson, Nathan Petty's down there.
Bushong's become a headhunter.
Yeah, he has. It took him a while to get in the flow of things, but I tell you, he can run and he likes to hit. You know, those are the kind of people you want on the kickoff team.
I think Will Conley scared him to death on that one.
Yeah.
We give Will the credit for turning it in and the solo tackle. Number 18, Will the Thrill. Run a toss sweep to the right-hand side, and if we're just pushing, we're blowing up the blocking at the line of scrimmage. Double tights. Run a toss sweep to the left-hand side. He reverses field. He goes all the way back to the 2 to the 1. We trap him, and oh my golly, Coach, almost a safety.
That was close. It looked like he made the right call, though.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I don't think the ball ever got to the goal line, but it got close. 3rd quarter comes to a close. We're going to flip ends. They're going to have to punt from their end zone. They took a timeout right before this. Then they decided to take the safety. They're scared to death. Will Conley gets the safety. They're scared to death we're going to block it.
Yeah, I don't understand what they were doing there, taking the safety there, but I guess they were just going to give us 2 points.
They didn't want to give us 7, is the only thing I could think of.
And then they kick it to Chandler, and he gets it down good. Gets it down on the plus side of the 50.
Sure, down to the
Called a
46.
penalty on that. I don't know what they called.
On that particular kickoff,
Illegal hit contact, yeah.
yeah, hit to the head, which puts us at the 31. So good return by Chandler, and then the 15-yard penalty on top of it. We're cooking at their 31. 3 receivers up top to the short side, setting up a screen in the middle, and we just didn't find him, and we had a lot of blockers.
Mm-hmm.
Fields rolls to the left-hand side. A little down and out here.
Good throw right there to
Andrew?
Fields, from Fields to Andrew Haynes. Good catch by Andrew.
Gets out of bounds at their 23-yard line. Here's a tunnel screen to Titus. Ooh, good hit. He bounces up like nothing happened. 15-yard line. He's tough.
Yes, he is.
1st and 10. Fields keeps it. Gets inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down. 2 receivers up top, looking to the left-hand side.
We got another touchdown here. Again, it's all about execution.
The lineman didn't have anybody to block. I mean, it was going to be a walk in the park. Roll to the right-hand side, 3rd down. And this was good coverage by the defensive back.
Yes, it was. We'd like to have that play called back, and Coach Davis said so on the headset. And they force a field goal here, and it's nice to have a kicker and like Brandon and a snapper and a holder, and good execution.
Just automatic, Coach. We lead 29-3 with 10:32 left in the ballgame. Yeah, when you get down there that close, it's just automatic. We're going to line up the boot one more time, and Brandon puts toe to leather. Kicks it down inside the hash at the 9-yard line, coming across the field from right to left. Gets across the 20, and then he's swarmed under by a host of Yellow Jackets at the 25-yard line. And I thought, once again, a little bit of a late whistle. They threw a flag on that, picked it up after conferring. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 25. We couldn't figure out what it could, because that flag came in way late. A little dive on the right-hand side. Oh, my golly, Coach.
Bennett again and Dustin Harris. 2 underclassmen there, 2 juniors.
And Will Conley at the bottom of that pile. Now they line up in a different-looking offensive formation. Only one offensive lineman to the right of the center. They bring a couple guys out here, set them up.
Illegal shift is what they call.
Well, I'm not real sure the players knew what they were doing. I'm pretty sure the officials hadn't seen that formation either, because I hadn't. They line up the same way. They bring 2 offensive linemen out here to the right, motion back to the left, screen out here. It's a lateral halfback pass, and it's a nice play.
Good execution there.
They get it down to our 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Manchester. Blue Devils on the move. Now they go back to their double tights. 2 receivers to the right. And they're just really milking the clock here.
I mean, it's 29-3, and they're milking the clock.
I know.
I guess they just didn't want the score to be bad.
In talking to the coach before the game, I don't think Coach wanted you to hang 50 or 60 on him.
Yeah.
I think he was afraid of that.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Very nice
He's
man.
doing a good job. This is his first year as head coach, but he's been there as a defense coordinator the last 7 years.
In fact, he told me illegal procedure against Manchester before the game. He says, I just hope it doesn't happen again what happened the last time we were here. We don't want to get embarrassed and humiliated like that again. So his whole plan was to slow this game down, and the referees cooperated with him. Throw the ball deep down the field. We got a pick coming up here, and we knock each other off the ball.
Yeah. Number 11 made a great play there, but it was kind of a Hail Mary situation is what it was, and we knocked each other off the ball.
So they get a touchdown. They're going to line up and go for 2 after talking about it a little bit. They originally lined up for 1. They're going to go back here to an eligible lineman, and I don't think he reported.
No. They called a penalty on it.
Yeah. If it had caught it and scored, it wouldn't have counted. We're going to decline that penalty. The pass goes incomplete, so that's going to make the score 29-9 with 7:40 left. And I'm feeling real good right now. In fact, I'm thinking, get another score. Maybe the referees will have us a running clock. They'll just reinstitute it.
Well, I wanted to keep playing our. We got our hands team in there, and
Mitch Morrow.
Mitch Morrow makes a good run here.
Nice move. Shifty feet. Puts his shoulder down. 30-yard return. The monster coming up the field. He looked good. Yeah, you had your 2 quarterbacks back there.
Yep.
On the hands team, we were really anticipating, or you were anticipating, an onside kick. Drop straight back. Screen on the right-hand side. Down the middle of the field he goes. He splits the entire defense. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And Chandler Curtis scores.
Again, that's great execution on the screen, and shows great speed there by Chandler.
23rd touchdown pass of the season for Fields, and the 10th touchdown reception for Chandler Curtis. Coach, when he caught that ball and came back to left, there was like 7, 8 guys in front of him. They never touched him.
Here's the play. We got to work on Thomas's throwing skills here.
He says that with a grin, Thomas. Got the ball there just a little high, and I think at this point in time, Manchester's tired and waiting to get on the cheese wagon. They didn't go out and cover. They covered us the whole time.
Yeah.
Earlier in the game, they're just tired. With the whistle, toe meets leather. Brandon booms it down the left side of the field at the 14-yard line, inside the numbers. They avoid one tackle, but they can't avoid the second one. Bush on with the initial stop, and that's Tanner McCormick bringing him to the turf.
Good job. Another good job by our SMAC team there. Tanner's been really, really consistent on that team all year long.
Good leg drive, but there's nothing there, Coach. Yeah, Tanner will smack you.
Yes, he will.
He will tan your hide. Wide receiver to the left, split veer backfield, run the option to the right, or the sweep to the right-hand side. Oh, that's a slobber knocker royal, and that's Austin Bennett finishing it off on top. Down low was Mitch Morrow, who had posted him.
Mm-hmm. That's good speed by Haynes and Lester coming from the free safety spot.
Oh, Austin picks it off.
He wanted that touchdown so bad.
Stiff arm. Oh, he tried to get it into the corner. Good drop by the middle
Yes, it
linebacker.
was.
Great read. Picked it off at the 35, gets it down to the 3, first and goal. Kalen Riley at quarterback. Pistol formation. Goes through his hands. I think he was looking downfield for the receiver.
Well, that was a shotgun snap's what that was. It was a little fast, and he wasn't ready for it.
We put Jairo Wilson to the right of Kalen. Tunnel screen on the right-hand side to Brett Moss. He's got it. Goes into the inside, cuts back to the right. And the speedy Brett Moss gets his first touchdown reception of the season.
Yeah, Brett's had a tough year. You know, he's been hurt, and I still don't think he's 100%. But you know, on that run right there, it looked like he was close to 100%. So hopefully we'll be getting him back to full speed. But it's been a tough year on him. But the best thing about Brett, he's a really, really good kid, great kid. He'll be successful in whatever he decides to do.
I don't know how tall he is, but his heart's about 8 feet tall.
Yes, he is.
They got a big motor inside there. That is Kalen Riley's 7th touchdown pass of the year. Extra point was good. We're way up. Toe meets leather. Puts one down to the left-hand side again at about the 16 or 17. Goes left, comes back right, and he's not getting anywhere, Coach. And I'll tell you what, your kick coverage has been outstanding.
Yes, it has. We've been real pleased with it toward the, you know, what game was it we had so much trouble with it? Was it Ridgeland or
It was
Dalton? Early, and I'm glad to see that improve throughout the year.
As the weather gets colder, he kicks better.
We got some twos in there now. We got Ross Callahan, Christian East, 47, Blaine Anderson.
Illegal procedure against Manchester. Go ahead.
Cameron East in there at nose guard. I think we got, who is that up top?
Oh, was that,
Oh, that's Grayson Tilley, I believe. Yep, Grayson Tilley.
was it Tilly?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't read the number.
79, yeah.
I think on the broadcast I may have said it was,
Branson Pierce, probably.
yeah,
78.
yep, that's what I said. So that's Tilly. Okay, we're getting to straighten out his jersey. Offsides against us. Cameron tried not to go offsides. He was just anxious. I mean, he tried. He tried to get thin and invisible there.
We got three 10th graders in there, a linebacker, counting Jaira. You got Jaira, Christian East, and Easton Trotter.
Jairus. It's hard to call. I'm great that we call him a sophomore, but I think of him as being an older player.
Yeah, I'm glad we got 2 more years out of him, that's for sure.
2+. Yeah. That penalty goes against Manchester. They're going to line up the punt. Rugby-style punt. Gets it up into the air. And here comes
Brett Moss.
That's right. I tell you what, Coach, that foot looks healthy.
Yeah,
He's showing some quicks.
Yep.
Victory play, our favorite play. Do you ever think about going to underneath the center so you don't lose offensive stats?
No, we fix that in our stat book.
I figured you did. All righty, you are victorious. Congratulations, a 42-9 victory. And the second half was just the way you wanted to play the ball game. The black shirt defense was outstanding. The jacket gun offense was outstanding in the second half. We're on to the second round, and we're going to talk about the Sweet 16 matchup here in a little bit, aren't we?
Yep, we are. But I thought, if we'd have executed like that in the first half, we wouldn't have had all the headaches at halftime, because we had a lot of concerned faces at halftime, and I'm sure they were concerned in the bleachers too.
Well, it's nice to be 10-1. This is the 13th consecutive season that you have double-digit victories. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's probably, that says a lot about this program and what direction we're trying to build this thing on, and it takes a lot of hard work, but it's well worth it.
Folks, they work hard. They're not trying to build it. They just keep laying brick after brick after brick because they're doing a good job. The players are cooperating, the community's behind you, the coaches are working hard, and it's a job well done. Anything else before we take a break and talk about next week? Let's talk about next week. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about advanced nursing courses. Visit cnanursingschool.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out how you can become a certified nursing assistant. Visit cnanursingschool.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And, Coach, we're going to take a look at the plays of the game. Yeah. All right, offensive play of the game. Fields Chapman to Chandler Curtis.
Yep, full screen pass here. The execution is really good here, and got linemen downfield getting in the way, and receivers blocking. Good execution right there.
The thing that amazed me, Coach, he ran through 7 or 8 of their defensive guys, and they never laid a hand on him. Unbelievable. Defensive play of the game. Bam Bam.
Austin Bennett, who we think played a very good game. Mike linebacker makes a good read here and picks it off.
Oh, nice drop on a slant pass. Look in pass. He wants that touchdown. Stiff arm him. Almost got it to the house.
Yeah, that was great.
30-plus yard returns, so congratulations to Austin Bennett, our defensive play of the game, and Chandler Curtis, our offensive play of the game. And let's talk about the cheerleaders real quick.
Yeah, cheerleaders are going to compete here probably in about an hour and a half for a state championship. Got a good shot at it, and, they won the sectionals yesterday and got second in the region. Coosa's very good, too. So I think it's a 3-team race from what I've been told, us and Coosa and maybe Bremen. So
okay.
Looking forward to hopefully them bringing the trophy home, and excited for our cheerleaders.
We hope Ginger Reeves and the girls are doing really well. We wish them the best of luck. And as you said, when you looked at your watch, they're probably stretching, getting loosened up right now. Okay, GAC comes to town. The Spartans next Friday, Sweet 16.
Yeah, as I said, when the brackets came out, we got a really, really tough draw, and GAC is a very, very, very good team. And they've only lost one game and probably shouldn't have lost it, to be honest with you. So they're very disciplined, they're very well coached, and they got some good players. So, it's going to be a great night at Phil Reeve Stadium. What we need is a huge crowd, and we need for our crowd to be loud. We need for you guys to be the 12th man, because it's going to be very, very important that we get the 12th man going Friday night.
Is this the team that the coach's son's a quarterback or not?
No.
All right, I got them confused. Okay. Yeah, they lost a tough one to Lovett, the region championship game. They lost 17-14. They turned the ball over 5 times, so they go out of that game thinking they gave it away. And as you said, referring to the brackets, it's just, you got to beat the good teams to get there, and we're going to play good teams, really good teams, every week from here on out.
Yeah, and GAC's, they're ranked ahead of us,
Yes.
and they've been up there all year long, played some good teams, and beat everybody really, really bad. So, I think they're averaging 45 points a game. So, got a really good tailback, a good quarterback, and a couple of good receivers. Just solid across the board on offense and defense. And don't know much about their kicking game yet, but they're a really good football team, and we got our hands full. We're going to have to bring our A games, but it should be a great night.
Same coaching staff they've had for a while, isn't it?
Actually, it's a new coach. He's been there probably 4 or 5 years because we haven't played them in a while. But,
No, we haven't.
They're a good football team.
Yeah, this is going to be a much more disciplined as far as football tradition's concerned. I don't think we're going to see any kamikaze defenses.
No, I think what you see on film is what you're going to get. So that's a good thing for us, and we'll try to prepare the best we can. And it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. It's going to be one of those games, and hopefully we'll be able to pull it off in the fourth.
Fortunately for us, we have a good ball team. It's been quite a while since we've been, you might consider, the underdog in the second round of a game.
Yeah, there's that hadn't been the case in a long time, especially at home. But a lot of people are saying that GHSA is good enough to win it, and I would think we're good enough to win it. So, it's unfortunate we got to play this early, but that's part of it. And you look at the other side of the bracket, and you got guys who don't have to play very hard to get to the semifinals. I'm not going to mention any names, but that's part of it. And we'll get ready for GHSA and see what happens.
The left-hand side of the bracket is where it's loaded. There's only one top 6 team on the right-hand side. The other 5 teams are all on the left-hand side of the bracket. We don't really care. We've got us a good ball team, and we're ready to take them on and bring them on, and let's just see, let the chips fall where they may and see what happens. How did we come out of the game health-wise?
I think we're good. I don't think we have any new injuries. I was really pleased that Tyler Ellis was able to play last week last night. He hurt his groin last week, and I really didn't expect him to play this week. We were going to try to hold him out till next week, but he said he was fine, so he went and played well.
He said after the game, he's close to 100%.
Yep,
he's just not quite there yet.
Yeah, he'll be ready next week.
He will be ready next week. Don't forget, you can watch the Hal Lamb Show at www.calhountdclub.com. That's calhountdclub.com. It goes on the air Sundays about noon, stays on until Thursday at midnight. I'd like to thank the broadcast video production class of Coach Bill Long for doing a fantastic job. We appreciate the fans tuning in. We're going to fill the stands up. I think the weather kept some people away on Friday night's game, and that's understandable.
Yep, it sure is.
But the crowd that was there was very loud and boisterous. We'll have an SRO crowd for the next game and root the Yellow Jackets on to victory. You're into the Sweet 16. Again, congratulations on a 42-9 victory over Manchester.
Thank you, Dave.
You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.